It wasn't the pain of the ceramic hitting my shoulder that made the room spin. It was the sheer, blinding audacity of the act, followed by the vicious, ringing insult. It was Thanksgiving, not some casual backyard BBQ, but a formal holiday dinner, surrounded by 18 members of our extended family. The table was set with my best china, the air thick with the smell of roasting turkey and years of unspoken tension. My son, Daniel and his wife, Chloe my daughter-in-law, the one who saw me only as a hurdle to their inheritance, had arrived late, already sour. I had just politely asked Chloe to please help me clear the mountain of empty appetizer plates from the counter before the main course was served. A small, reasonable request when she erupted. She didn't just refuse. She grabbed the nearest empty platter, my beautiful Heirloom Limoges china, and hurled it toward me. It shattered harmlessly against the wall right beside my head, but a shard caught my shoulder. Then came the shout, echoing off the high ceilings, you selfish, controlling old woman, you just want me to wait on you, this is why you'll die alone. The noise, the shock, the immediate hush that fell over the room, it was catastrophic. My grandchildren were crying. My husband, Arthur was on his feet, his face white. The core conflict landed right there among the shattered porcelain. Do I, Elinor a woman who had worked her entire life to provide a comfortable, respectable life for my family, call the police on my daughter-in-law for physical assault and verbal abuse, destroying the family unit forever? Or do I swallow the injury and the humiliation, try to maintain a fragile peace for the sake of the holidays, knowing that if I do, Chloe will see it as absolute victory and escalate her abuse? Was I wrong to plot a quiet, slow, burn revenge that would surgically remove Chloe from our lives and ensure my son's eventual freedom? Or should I have prioritized the immediate justice of a police report? Tell me honestly, would you have demanded her arrest right then? Or would you have simply smiled and plotted her downfall over the pumpkin pie? To truly grasp why this wasn't just a holiday temper tantrum, you need to understand the deep, toxic history between Chloe and me, and the financial leash she had around my son, Daniel. I'm Elinor, 68, retired and financially secure. My husband, Arthur, and I built a successful small manufacturing business over 40 years, which we sold comfortably a few years ago. We are, by all accounts, wealthy, not mega rich, but very, very comfortable. Daniel, my son, is 40. He's a good man, but he is fundamentally, tragically weak when faced with confrontation, especially with Chloe. Chloe, 38, is a master manipulator. She married Daniel 10 years ago, and from day one, she saw me as the obstacle to her assumed inheritance. She was constantly running up debt, pushing Daniel to ask for early gifts, and poisoning his mind against Arthur and me. Her entire identity was tied to the idea of future wealth, and she was desperate to rush me into the grave so she could claim it. The primary leverage Chloe held over Daniel wasn't love. It was a devastating financial secret that she used to control him completely. 5 years ago, Daniel was involved in a serious but ultimately minor car accident where he was briefly incapacitated. Chloe, using that opportunity, convinced Daniel to sign documents. She claimed they were life insurance updates. That actually made her a co-signer and primary shareholder on a crucial high-interest business loan he had taken out for a disastrous startup venture. Daniel, rushed and trusting, signed the documents, effectively tying his entire financial future to her. If Daniel ever left her, she could instantly recall or weaponize that loan, bankrupting him and leaving him penniless, a fact she reminded him of subtly every time he disagreed with her. Daniel was trapped, living in fear of her financial retribution. He hated the abuse, but he loved his two children, Lucas and Sophie and he knew leaving Chloe meant financial ruin and a brutal custody battle where she would use his bankruptcy against him. I had tried everything to free Daniel, from offering to pay off the loan which she always refused, saying it was a matter of principle, to trying to discuss her behavior with Daniel, which always led to a massive fight she initiated, driving a deeper wedge between us. The Thanksgiving plate incident was the final proof. She was not merely greedy. She was physically dangerous and entirely committed to driving me away. The plate hitting the wall was a deliberate, calculated act of aggression meant to terrify me and solidify her dominance over the family narrative. I felt the burning shard cut on my shoulder, but I didn't scream. I stood taller. I looked directly at Chloe, who was breathing heavily, her face flushed with triumphant anger. And I smiled, a cold, measured, pitying smile. "My dear, I sincerely hope you find the peace you clearly lack," I said, my voice perfectly level. Then I turned to the table. "I apologize for the disturbance, everyone. The turkey is ready. Let's proceed with dinner." I walked to the counter, picked up the largest remaining shard of the Limoges plate, the one with the gold rim, and tucked it into my apron pocket. I needed the evidence, not for the police, but for my plan. I didn't call the police, but I activated my contingency plan. Arthur and I had been working on a new strategy for weeks, recognizing that simple financial help wouldn't work. The problem wasn't Daniel's debt. The problem was Chloe's co-signing authority and the psychological trap she had set. The next day, I called my most trusted asset, my former head of finance. Mr. Henderson a man known for his meticulous, discreet, and ruthless efficiency. I revealed the entire situation to him: the loan, Chloe's co-signing, the abuse, and the Thanksgiving assault. Mr. Henderson's task was surgical. Figure out a way to transfer Daniel's loan liability to an entirely separate, inaccessible entity, removing Chloe's co-signing authority without triggering an instant recall or informing her. It was almost impossible, but Mr. Henderson was brilliant. His solution was intricate and beautiful in its complexity. The original startup loan was with a major national bank. Mr. Henderson, acting through a labyrinthine series of shell companies controlled by Arthur and me, companies that had absolutely no visible connection to our family name, bought the original loan from the national bank. The bank saw a profitable, discreet exit from a moderately high-risk commercial debt. They happily sold the loan to the shell company. When the sale was finalized, the loan documentation was transferred from the national bank to Elinor Holdings LLC, a company that existed only to hold that debt. Crucially, the transfer was handled under the original loan terms, meaning no new co-signer agreements were required, and the existing legal obligations, including Chloe's, remained intact, were now controlled entirely by me. So that's the situation I was in. I was sitting on a massive Thanksgiving disaster, nursing a bruise on my shoulder and holding the legal rights to my son's entire debt, which was still co-signed by his abusive wife, Chloe. She believed she held a financial nuclear bomb over Daniel. I now held the bomb, the detonator, and the complete schematics. I could demand Daniel divorce her right now, but she would still know I controlled the debt, potentially creating a new layer of resentment and dependency for Daniel. Or I could wait for the perfect moment to deliver a final, public blow that would not only free Daniel, but also completely destroy Chloe's credibility and her social standing, ensuring she never controlled anyone again. My choice was terrifying. Do I prioritize speed and efficiency in the divorce, or do I prioritize the complete, permanent, and public destruction of Chloe's power? Before I tell you what happened next, I want you to pause and comment below what you would have done in my shoes. Would you have chosen the quick, quiet settlement, or would you have chosen the spectacular, painful exposure? Seriously, let me know what choice you would have made right there. I chose the spectacular, painful exposure. Chloe didn't just hurt me. She wounded my family, she humiliated my son, and she did it publicly on a holiday. Her punishment had to match the scale of her arrogance. The opportunity came 3 months later at the annual *** family business gala ***, a black tie event where Daniel and Chloe often attended to network and project an image of success. Chloe, of course, used the gala to boast about their upcoming wealth, and dropped heavy hints about the generosity of her in-laws. She was wearing a stunning, absurdly expensive designer gown she had charged to Daniel's card. I made sure Chloe's frenemies, the ones she desperately competed with, were seated nearby. I waited until the end of the evening, just as the dessert was being served and the room was at its peak buzz. I walked up to Daniel and Chloe's table. Daniel looked nervous, but Chloe, flushed with wine and false confidence, gave me that tight, superior smile. "Eleanor," she purred, "I thought you were finally leaving. The service here is so slow, isn't it?" I smiled back. "Just a final piece of business, my dear." I turned to the table, raising my voice slightly, ensuring a few key ears were listening. "Chloe has mentioned her great financial acumen many times tonight. I think it's time we celebrate her commitment to Daniel's financial future." Chloe looked pleased, thinking I was about to announce a massive financial gift. I opened my small, elegant clutch, not to reveal a check, but to take out the single, glinting ** Limoges China shard ** I had saved from Thanksgiving. I placed it gently on the pristine white tablecloth directly in front of Chloe. 3 months ago. I said, my voice cutting the room like glass. Chloe expressed her true feelings about this family by throwing my heirloom china at me and calling me selfish. I did not call the police, Chloe. I called my lawyer. The silence was immediate and absolute. Daniel looked at the china shard, then at Chloe, his face gray with dawning horror. "You see, Chloe," I continued, leaning in just enough, "you thought you controlled Daniel with that high-interest loan. You thought your name on that co-signer line made you untouchable." I pulled out a simple, official letter on the letterhead of ** Eleanor Holdings, LLC, **. As of 3 months ago, that loan, the one you so cleverly co-signed and weaponized against my son, is now owned entirely by me. I own the debt, and I control your obligation. Chloe's face was a masterpiece of immediate collapse. Her eyes darted around the room, realizing her audience. "You are no longer Daniel's financial leash, Chloe," I concluded, turning the letter around so the LLC name was visible to the table. "You are my debt, and as the sole owner of the debt you are co-signed on, I am immediately filing the necessary paperwork to dissolve your co-signing relationship, and simultaneously I am calling your obligation to the loan ** in full ***. You have 90 days to pay your half of the principal and accrued interest, or I will be forced to sue you for full recovery of the commercial debt." The shock wasn't just that I controlled the loan, but that I had weaponized her own co-signing, the very thing she used to trap Daniel, to financially destroy her asterisk. She had leveraged herself into ruin. The full amount, which was substantial, was far more than she could ever pay. Daniel finally found his voice. He stood up, looking at Chloe with raw disgust. "You tried to hurt my mother. You put me in a financial vice grip. It's over, Chloe. I want a divorce." Chloe didn't argue. She didn't scream. She simply grabbed her purse and ran out of the gala, the stunning, expensive dress looking suddenly cheap and pathetic. Her creditors, who were among the guests, watched her go. The divorce was swift and clean. Daniel had the financial leverage to fight for custody, and I, holding the debt, ensured Chloe had no financial standing to fight back. She had to sell all her assets, including that ridiculous designer gown, and moved into a small apartment far away. The debt still hangs over her, a constant, crippling reminder that her greed and cruelty had a price tag far higher than any inheritance. Daniel, free of the financial and psychological vice, has thrived. He started his own, smaller, much more successful business that he truly loves. He is a better father to Lucas and Sophie, who now spend every Thanksgiving with me, happily clearing the table and helping with the dishes. I may have sacrificed the perfect family holiday image, but I achieved something far greater. I bought my son's freedom and my grandchildren's safety. And every now and then, I look at the gold-rimmed shard of Limoges china, now resting in a velvet box, and remember that sometimes the most effective revenge isn't the police, but the calculated, financial application of a debt that was freely incurred. I have absolutely no regrets. Like this video if you think Chloe got exactly what she deserved for throwing that plate. Subscribe for more stories about financial warfare and family rescue. And please, share your final thoughts on this whole mess in the comments section below. Do you think Daniel should have known better than to sign those documents? Or was Chloe simply too good a manipulator? I'll see you all in the next story.